Welcome to the 2-Minute Drill. Olivia Landis here with offensive lineman Connor McGovern. Connor, we all know that it's been a very untraditional start to training camp, but what have you noticed as the biggest difference in your first year with the Jets?
That first team period and the second, there was a lot of rust being knocked off. Mentally it felt like a first, training camp day, but there's going to be a little rust knocking off. But I think whereas OTAs, those false starts and cadence things, that would have lasted the whole day or 2 days. It lasted 4 plays, and then we all are at one period, and we all moved on and corrected it. And I think that just shows how much we've prepared mentally, because if once you do it, you make the mistake, if you take the mental reps, you can easily fix it.
This is a brand new offensive line, Connor. You are just one of a few pieces that were brought in during free agency and this offseason to make adjustments to this offensive line. What have been some of the challenges and also the good parts in gelling with new players along that line?
Yeah, obviously the hardest part is the cohesion and so many guys on the starting line learning a new offense. But the nice thing is we've all played a lot of football. None of us, besides obviously back to Rook. But I was explaining it earlier. It's football's football. You can only run the ball and protect so many ways. The nice thing is I think everybody has come in really hungry. I know a lot of the guys that have been here previous, like Sam and all those guys, they keep talking about how there's just a different vibe in the air. And I think a fresh start, like what Joe Douglas has done, is kind of revamped stuff and brought in kind of a new crew and a new energy. I don't think there's any guy in the locker room, especially on the offensive line, that is just here for a paycheck. Everybody's here to win some football games. And I agree with Sam. It's different here. It has a good feeling. There's a real want to in the air, and that's always nice. And whether that's the new guys or the pandemic doing that or whatever it is, it's a good feeling around here.
You mentioned quarterback Sam Darnold and how he talked about being a new feeling in the air, a completely new environment. What exactly have you experienced with the young quarterback? And talk a little bit more about that environment, because you seem to be very happy about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's been awesome. And it's funny because I know some people view him as a young quarterback, but the way he acts and the experience I've seen, he's a veteran quarterback. He carries himself like he's played in a lot of football games and he's won a lot of football games, and he's done that. So I know years-wise, it looks like he's a young quarterback, but the way he carries himself, the way he leads this team, the way he handles himself on the field, it's a very veteran feel. And, Sam was part of the little speech to the team last night, and he talked about how at the end of the day, it's all about winning here. And
one final question for you, Connor, before I let you go. What are you looking forward to most about padded practices?
Just getting back to it. There's nothing like playing football, really truly playing football with pads on. Just that feeling of being to get an offensive lineman again. It's been a long off season of no contact, and when you're used to contact every day, it gets a little hard to do. You're ready to get after it and hit somebody. So I'm excited, really excited.
Connor, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.